Hello everyone, welcome back to MuleSoft-TechZone. This is Shravan Lingam. I know that it's been a while since I have posted any videos, but yeah, I have come up with an interesting topic today. You might have already seen on the thumbnail that it is all about CurieTech AI. So this is just the introduction about this platform, what CurieTech AI is. And I have been seeing, or you have been seeing many things about AI these days. You have been listening to AI agents, and all those stuff lately. And there are many platforms that are helping the developers to boost their productivity. So one such platform is CurieTech AI, and I have started trying to use it, and I found it interesting, and I wanted to share some thoughts and experiences, and probably I will make some videos as a series, but this video is like very quick introduction about CurieTech AI. So this CurieTech AI is an AI powered, you can call it like code developer platform for MuleSoft specifically. What it does, it writes codes, it tests it and documents it, review it, and even it can migrate some legacy systems, all just like fast and accurate and secure, of course. And it's a powerful tool to boost the productivity and learning in integration projects. So this is like CurieTech AI. If you haven't signed up, feel free to go to CurieTech AI and click on sign up for free. I think there is a free tool for you guys. I have already signed up, so it's already logging in, but yeah, if you are signing up, I think it's a free trial for 7 days. I'm not sure about it, but yep, feel free to log in and play around with. So once you log in, this is how the screen looks like for you. You can see like I have done some digging on it, so ignore all this stuff. I'll try to show you in the coming videos like how to use each one of them. But all that I wanted to show in this video is what CurieTech AI does. Okay, you can see there are multiple tabs here like coding, testing, documentation, code insight, and migration. So what is, like, let's go like step by step. Coding agents, they have already mentioned that it generates codes for workflow integration. So what it does, like, it generates complete MuleSoft integration code, like flows or DataWeave transformations or error handling, or like based on like simple prompts or example. Okay, and I will come into this like how to play around with this. Like, again, I'm not going into deep in this video, but I'm just trying to share like what all features are available in the CurieTech AI. Next comes with like testing agents, which generates test cases, basically like automatically creates your MUnit test cases, and also the sample data, which we always find hard to create it, right? So it automatically creates MUnit test cases and some sample data, significantly reducing the developers time. That is more important, right? Developers time spending, like, I always say that, for me personally, at least, like, it takes more time to write test cases than implementing a successful path. So yep, that will help there. And it creates some unit test cases with sample data, significantly reducing the time for the developers spend writing the test cases. Next, there is something called, which is my favorite thing, is called documentation agents. We all know that as developers or architects, maybe like architects, of course, they are more involved in the documentation part, but developers, they hate documenting stuff, right? We all should agree that. But here, this is one of the best things that I found on CurieTech AI is it produces the documentations, the API specs from the RAML or whatever it is, OAS, diagrams and mapping tables, which is like helpful for documenting stuff. So you can create document, it generates the document. I will show you, like, again, like I will make a series of videos on each functionality, like each agent, and it creates some sequential diagrams and flow diagrams as well. Based upon your requirement, you give prompts, it will generate the flow diagrams or sequence diagrams. Then there is, it can also like generate diagrams for multiple APIs, like domain. It's like a visualizer, right? We use like visualizer, so it will create something like that. And of course, if you have like anything like a data like for mappings, it will create a mapping table. That's so cool. Next thing is the coding insights. So these are basically like code review agents kind of thing. Like, it reviews your existing code or pull requests once you connect to your GitHub and all. And it will also like flags the issues. Example, if there is like if your code is having like insecure configuration, if you're trying to hard code the passwords in your configurations or any hard coded values. And it will also give you some suggestions like what needs to be improved. This is very very important when it comes to code cleaning and best implementing best practices. We all know like there are many ways to implement a code, right? But the best code is always helpful for your application to run smoothly without any issues. So those kind of suggestions and all will be done by coding insights or coding agents. Last thing is like the migrating agents. This is like on a very high level, which is like super helpful. It helps converting all those legacy integration platforms to MuleSoft by generating specs and mapping documentations and etc. So we have like these many AI agents. So I call each one of them as an AI agent. So one for coding, one for testing, one for documentation, one for coding insights, and one for migration agents. So this is super helpful. I will just show you a very small example like how to use one of them. Even like if you click on this, and it is showing two options, like whether you want to start your own thing, but if you want to try an example here, you can just click it. It will give you like sample data here already with like what form you can choose your input format. For example, here it is like XML is your input format, and you are expecting that to be converted into like output data like this, something like this. And it's you can ask, it's optional, your notes is optional, but even if you're giving your sample input and output data without a prompt, it will try to generate the DataWeave syntax. Again, you can choose like whether you want to go with like no repository, or if you have any repository, you can connect to your GitHub branch that I will show you in my upcoming videos. Or if you have any kind of sample input files like in a file, so you can upload it, or with a mapping table. If you have your mappings on an Excel sheet, you can do that. And it's always good to give some prompts. This notes is nothing but the extra notes about like what else, what all you want to do. So let me put something like JSON, just a small example I'll be giving it to you. So you can it's also giving like whether it's a valid or invalid JSON format. That is another good thing here, right? So if I put like first name, I know this is very 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 small example, but I am showing you like how to do that. Last name and if I want something like full name, like Sravan space Lingam. And if you try to submit it, you can see like you have submitted your task, then it is in progress, and once it is complete, it will generate the code. You can see the data wave is successfully generated and verified for the input, and you can see it's taking very minute details as well. For example, I told like, hey, give full name, and my output is having like Sravan space Lingam. So without any prompts, it is giving the data wave syntax like payload dot first name space, including the space and last name. So if your input and outputs are very accurate and it is like suitable for all scenarios, you don't have to give a prompt, it will analyze. But it's always give some notes to it so that it will try to uh, uh, make the change. So if you feel like your data needs some more enhancing of the syntax, or if you feel like you missed something or the response has missed something, you can always click on this icon. You can see like there is a comment section here, okay, and you can ask to regenerate. So if I go here, for example, I would just say like, hey, I don't need a space between, or you can say like I need the output in uppercase, which you might have missed, and you click on regenerate. You can see document regeneration started. So I have added my comment here, and then it will, you can see the task is being performed here. So what happens in the background, it uses like multiple AI engines to process it and give a perfect or the exact output that we want. So it is completed, and you can see like hey, string format uppercase and stuff. So this is how you can play around. I know like most of them are interested with DataWeave, but guys, this is not just for DataWeave generator. There are many things here. I will show you in the upcoming videos because I wanted to make it like a series so that it will be easy for you to understand. So feel free to go to CurieTech AI, register for it, sign up for free, and try to play around and let me know your thoughts. And see you in the next video. Thank you.